My favorite S&P thing, top-down processing, by Marissa Nyberg. My favorite perceptual effect would have to be top-down processing. Top-down processing is the brain's use of existing knowledge, beliefs, and expectations to interpret sensory stimulation. This perceptual effect is the most interesting to me because we use top-down processing to determine what sensory data is necessary for any particular moment almost every single day. Our brains have to sort through and organize all of the sensory data in order to stay focused. This data is combined with information already stored from prior experiences to come up with a logical hypothesis about the meaning of the sensory data. You are on your way to work, taking your usual route. All of a sudden, bright red brake lights start filling the street ahead of you. Immediately, your brain begins processing data such as your speed, cars passing or around you, road signs, and even the people waiting at the bus stop. As your brain begins organizing all of these observations, it pulls out your prior knowledge of car wrecks from driver's ed class. In the milliseconds your brain is coming up with plausible hypotheses that a car crash may be ahead, your brain sends signals to your foot to press on the brakes to slow down. These prior experiences allow your brain to fill in the missing pieces to create this hypothesis. It's crazy to me that the brain has the power to operate so quickly. If your brain was not able to process this information quick enough, you might end up in a pretty bad situation. Top-down processing begins with thoughts and travels downward to your body's senses. It can be either conscious or unconscious. It is mostly influenced by what is expected in a given situation and by motivation. It is funny to me that our brain sometimes has to make an educated guess even though it has information to process. An example of this would be trying to read a street sign on the highway. When you are driving, you see that the sign is missing a few letters. Despite the missing letters, you can still read what is on the sign. This is because top-down processing uses your prior knowledge to make an educated guess about what is on the sign. Another good example would be your ability to read messy handwriting. In a sentence versus an individual word, the sentence provides context clues, making it easier to read. The human mind uses top-down processing to read. It does not read every letter itself, rather the word as a whole. As long as the first and last letters are in the correct place, it doesn't matter on the order of the other letters. You will still be able to read. Top-down processing is the most interesting to me because it can lead to silly misconceptions, proving to the world that not everyone is perfect. Even our mind plays tricks on us.